Okay. Hello there, everyone. Oh shit. Just a second. There we go. No idea what that was about. It started capturing the gameplay, but not the audio. That was weird. Anyway, welcome back, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my den. And today we are back with some more Dragon Quest XI. Today, I don't normally do this, but today we are starting from the actual main menu because I've been neglecting showing this off. Not for any particular reason, I just keep forgetting about it, to be perfectly honest. Yeah, so if you quit the game and then start it back up, the game gives you a recap of what's happened up to that point. At least ever since like the last major story event. So here it's talking about how Eric and the hero escaped Hendrik and his horde of soldiers by going through a door of departure and went through Hado to meet Veronica and Serena. So yeah, it's basically just going through all that stuff, and then catches up to where we left off last time, which is back in the sandy village of Gallipolis. Audio sounds good to you? Like the mic audio specifically? I'm just really self-conscious about it, is more than anything. Like, I'm sure it is fine, or at least I'm sure it's tolerable for a lot of people, but it's like, I'll watch some other, like, streamers or, like, you know, content creators having this, like, crystal clear mic audio quality, and then I hear mine, and I'm just like, how the hell do I have fans? Like... Okay, but that is good to know. That is good to know. Welcome to the streams, by the way, Nick. Happy to have you here. No mic audio issues that you can hear. Yeah, maybe. I don't think we've ever been in VC together, but if we ever are, my mic audio my mic audio will be the same because I have a plugin that lets me use my OBS settings in Discord. I don't know why I had so much trouble saying that. Okay, so what quests do I have currently again? Cactus Cutlet to die for, and walk on the wild side. Oh, no worries. Good luck with that. I know it can be tricky sometimes. Now let's see. I'm gonna try to get this golden globule. I just remember that last time I played this, I was exhausted by the end. I'm always exhausted by the end of these streams. It's probably, part of it is probably because I stream until midnight usually. Unless I make like an exception. So, especially with like this awful like chair that I sit in. But a better one would be expensive, and I don't want to pay for it. There's a number of factors in all this that just make it really exhausting to stream. Really fun. I do enjoy streaming in spite of all that, don't get me wrong, but like, I end these streams a lot more tired than you think, because it's just, like, insane. Like, I ended stream last night. I got into bed. Like, I just started laying down and relaxing. I could not get back up if I wanted to. My house could have been on fire. I was not getting up from that shit. And, you get the,
bites the dust.
I feel better than ever.
I get Acceler... Was that Acceleraddle? The golden cacti-balls only appear with the regular ones. Like, I don't think they show up on the overworld. They only ever appear alongside the regular ones when you go into battle. So I basically just have to find as many of these as I can and battle them and hope that the one I'm looking for shows up. Thankfully, they're not as obnoxious as metal slimes, where like let's focus on her wand stuff right now. They're not as obnoxious as metal slimes, where like they run away soon after getting into battle or whatever. Like they just stick around and just are rare. Metal slimes have to be like that though. They barely have any health and have crazy defense and run away a lot. Because if you could kill them reliably, you'd be able to grind levels in this game like you wouldn't believe. It's insane how much XP they give you. It's sort of like they're sort of like this game's equivalent of cactars in Final Fantasy. Or cactars, Final Fantasy's equivalent of the metal slimes. That's a question for the ages, isn't it? It's weird. Some Final Fantasy games treat cactars like some crazy, rare, hard-to-kill thing that give you a lot of experience, and then some games just... Why did you do that, Eric? And then some games just, like, have them as regular enemies that you've run into fairly early on and don't even give you extra experience or anything, just like normal everyday enemies. You know what game metal slimes are really easy to kill though? Friggin' Dragon Quest Builders. Because you can chase after them in those games. Like, yeah, they'll try to run away from you, but you can chase after them pretty easily. So as long as you don't give up the chase, they're not getting away. You can't do that in these games. Okay, and in order to... You get the passwords. We also went over this last time. Munahan via the altar of the legendary line. Okay, so that's a Dragon Quest II thing, I believe. But yeah, you find those little toggle guys in like the various colors. Like the normal ones are like the bluish white, if you remember. But throughout the game you'll run into ones of like various colors, and those ones will give you like the those are the ones that'll give you the passwords. But as far as I know, the only way to get back to the land of the Tockles, whatever it was called, Tickington, that's what it's called. The only way to get back there is to go all the way back to like the Hato Gallopolis gate, the Hato Gallopolis border. And sure, that's pretty easy late into the game, but like, it could be easier. Which party members had Wild Side? I don't remember. Follow orders.
We'll soon have that patched up.
Okay, let's use Sizz again.
Another one bites the dust.
Isn't there a way to check what everybody has? Info, maybe? No. Attributes? Here it is. Wild side. So I need... So for Wild side, I need Kane, Eric... Or, well, the hero, Eric, and Serena. Pepped up. That's annoying. And then, quest catalog. I needed to defeat what with it? A Spitfire? Ruins in the Celestial Sands near Gallipolis. So I don't even have access to that area yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, that's like over there, but I think if you try to go there now, it's blocked off. So, not worrying about that right now. Also, these, like, Looney Tune-looking things are chimeras. Somehow. Okay, Sizz the chimeras. Sizz the chimeras again. Heal Veronica, because she needs it. Really bad. Okay, so that's Eric and the hero pepped up. But first off, the chances of even getting Serena pepped up in time was pretty slim as it was, and also, like, chances are it would have worn off before I got to the, chances are it was gonna wear off before I got to the, what's it called, the enemy that I needed anyway, so screw it. Actually, is this blocked off? A strip of snakeskin. There are no snakes here. Yeah, you can't go past. You can go there a little bit later, but right now you can't go back there, so no point. And as far as I know, Spitfires only appear back there. Well, there's another area later, but we don't have access to that either.
Let's keep at it.
Yeah, literally for everyone else, you can just fight. You can just put it on Fight Wisely, and for Serena, you can just put it on Focus on Healing.
Wonderful.
And Veronica's dead. And nobody has any, Yeah, no, I don't have Zing yet, so I can't do that. And I might, keyword might, have a, what's it called, a, Yggdrasil leaf, but I don't want to use that yet, so not gonna. There's, what was that? Oh, Mount Fuji, that's what it was called, Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji off in the distance there. Okay, so I can just, I'm just gonna go back and, heal up at the, or revive Veronica at the church. If I remember correctly, I forget which game it was, but, I forget which game it was, but I think it was like an early Final Fantasy game, like Final Fantasy 1 or something, where, or maybe it was Dragon Quest like 2 or 3, where you couldn't revive your party members like at all, because the way you did that was by going to churches. And since at the time Nintendo of America had like a big thing about like not, I guess like I'm pretty sure the idea was like they didn't want any given religion or whatever to seem like it was getting more representation than others, so just to be safe they made it so none of them got any. It's like you can't complain about yours not getting enough representation if nobody else is either. Stay overnight. Because why not? Oh yeah, I got that guy. I got that quest. Is there anything in the well? There is. And I didn't get it because I forgot this was a thing. Dragon Quest 3 does something really funny with this. I might do that. I want to get the HD 2D remaster at some point, but I just haven't yet. I forgot what key you need for that. Because like the HD 2D remaster is a steep one. It's like it's full price. It's $60 US, you know, like for a game that came out in like 1990 on the fucking NES, you know, it's a beautiful looking remake. Don't get me wrong, it's a very, very pretty looking remake. And you could tell a lot of effort and care was put into it, but like it's still like a 35-year-old game, guys. Are you sure that price tag isn't a little steep? Especially when you can just get like the mobile version on Switch for probably a quarter of that. Hell, I own it on Switch. I could probably just like the Switch port of the mobile version. I own it on Switch. You know, so like I could theoretically just do that. Part of me doesn't want to because I'd like to do like the best version possible, or like the prettiest version possible. What the? I do not know if that was intentional. I certainly didn't mean to do it. Part of me wants to do like the most, like the prettiest and most recent version possible. But like for that price point, like I'm willing, just very, very hesitant. Because I feel like there's other more important shit that I could be buying for that money. Or more. You know, it's crazy. But if it were like 20 bucks or something, like 20, 30 bucks, I'd be all over that. I forget where I was going with that.
Let's go.
Also, I'm having a lot of bad luck with these golden cacti balls.
See how you like this.
Let me double check this. They appear every so often alongside their fellow cacti balls. So, yeah, I have to just keep fighting these things and hope I get lucky. And just having auto battle on is as close as I'm going to be able to get to actually... What's what I'm looking for? Just having the auto battle on is as close as I'm going to be able to get to speeding up these battles, by the way.
Easy.
In case you were wondering. There's no speed up feature here.
Let's go.
Okay.
Another one bites the dust.
One really funny article that I remember seeing making the rounds a little bit ago that was very obviously fake was one that was saying that like Dragon Quest 12 was gonna go in a radically different direction because of the reception of the Infinity's trash, which is the game, which is like the action game based on that's based on the Dragon Quest anime, The Adventure of Dai. I just find it really funny how many people fell for that. I knew that was bullshit immediately. It's like it's a side game based on an anime. Why would its like success or failure in any way affect the main series?
We'll soon have that patched up. Thank you. Veronica wins again.
I thought about getting that game, but from what I can tell, it's just kind of mid. So whatever. It might be a more digestible version of the anime, though, story-wise. I'm not sure, though. Because I've never talked about it on stream, or at least I don't remember ever talking about it on stream, but
Told you I was tough.
seriously, please do not ever binge that anime. If you're gonna watch it like 1 or 2 episodes every like couple days or something. For the love of anything good and pure in this world, do not binge that shit. It is nightmarish to binge. Because, like, the pacing is breakneck and you'll get very exhausted very quickly. Like, it does not fucking stop. It just keeps going. And, like, it's 100 episodes and I'm not convinced they ever take a break for any of that. There's never time to breathe. There's never time to just relax. It's like, and, you know, there's like some major conflict going on for like 2 or 3 episodes. It gets resolved. And then you'd think there may be like an episode or 2 of breathing room in between. Nope. Immediately the next thing starts, and like, I got through 25 episodes of that before I was like, I can't keep doing this. I had to stop. I was about to lose my fucking mind, man. It was bad. So if you're gonna watch that show, it's a good show. It's a good anime. But if you're gonna watch it, do not binge it. Please, please do not binge it. You will hate yourself for it later.
Oh dear.
And yeah, I'm having really bad luck with these golden cactiballs.
This.
Let's heat things up.
Oh, one thing as an actual fan of the games that also bothered me about that anime,
Keep at it.
they are way too liberal with using SIZ on single targets. Kind of like Veronica just did.
Let's heat things up.
Because if you've played the actual games, you know that SIZ is a multi-target spell, and it is literally just wasting MP to use it on single targets. Right? Apparently, whoever wrote the manga didn't know that, because they use SIZ on single targets all the fucking time, and it bothers me so much. Now, granted, I'm a giant nerd, so of course that shit's gonna, of course something like that's gonna bother me. But still.
See ya.
It's also gonna be a while before anybody has any multi-target healing spells, by the way. So
Let's go.
when I have to heal, it's gonna have to be at an end. Let's see, I don't think I've ever seen this. What is this? Also, there's no... If you haven't noticed, there's no actual auto battle in this game, like in, say, Final Fantasy. There's, like, the closest you can get is just set everybody to be controlled by the AI, and that's about it.
And don't come back.
Okay. Awarded Provoker. Awarded for 100 preemptive strikes on enemies. And Critter Hitter. Awarded for defeating 300 monsters. That's cool. Kind of surprised I'm only just getting that now, because I've been fighting everything. Also, the amount of skill points you get as the game goes on does increase. Because as you go through the game, new skills get higher and higher in the requirements. And they want you to grind, but they don't want you to grind that much.
Veronica wins again.
Okay. Oh, hey, Venom Fang. What's up?
Goodness.
Whoa, my god. God, critical hits are so satisfying to look at. But they're also always so unexpected.
Thank goodness.
You're playing East 8 Lacrimosa of Dana. That's cool. The only East game I've ever played is 9. Didn't they just release East 10 recently? Or something? And apparently it's not even a bad idea to do that because the timeline of East, from what I understand, is all over the fucking place. Like, I think East 2 is like... I think like East 1, or no, let's see. Obviously, it's like the beginning of it is East 1. I think East 9 is like the 3rd or 4th game in the timeline. East 2 being like the 6th or 7th or something. And so East 4 will be like toward the end or some shit. It is weird how they did that. And I don't know why they did it that way, but it's whatever. But yeah, potential stream idea, maybe, or maybe like a potential thing for a YouTube series or something. That's something I'm always on the lookout for. It's like, what would be fun to make videos about? Because I just released my first Dark Souls video to YouTube the other day. My first actually, like, edited video and everything. With, like, some actual... Not a lot of effort, but, like, some effort put into it and all that stuff. And that was pretty fun. But, like, and I have another one in the works when I can actually work up the motivation to work on it anyway. And let me grab a horse. Oh my god, I forgot. I meant to look the last couple times that I played this game. I meant to look at like what mods I have installed, because I could have sworn that I had one that just let me completely skip the smithing bullshit entirely, but like I haven't been able to get it to work. So I need to figure out what's going on with that. And I just completely forgot when I, because I haven't played this for stream since, like, last week, so... Actually, yeah, shit, that was just last week, wasn't it? The last couple days have been long, man. That's all I have to say about that. It's been a very rough couple days. Or no, not last week, the week before last. That's right. I remember now. But yeah, it's been a long couple days, and I'm having trouble remembering when that even was. But yeah, it was a couple weeks ago that I did, that I last did, Dragon Quest XI, and I meant to check the mods. I might do that when I go on break later on. In like an hour, I might check that. But we'll see. Because I don't hate the smithing in this game. I just don't like how luck-based it feels a lot of time. Oh my god, finally! I've literally been looking for this thing for the past half hour. That's not even an exaggeration. Literally, I am 30 minutes into the stream and I just now found this. What the hell? Now will it drop what I need? What the? I forgot I could do that.
Soon have that patched up.
Okay. I think that Sleeper Hit does still do more damage than Eric's regular attack, so... I could keep trying to put it to sleep, and then use Persecutor on it. Because Persecutor does so much damage to a sleeping enemy. Oh my god.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm having some bad luck with this. Fucking finally. Oh my god, 108 damage. Holy shit. Yeah, do not, like... Yeah, when I tell you that Sleeper Hit and Persecutor does a lot, I'm not kidding. I am not exaggerating. That is legit. Like, do not underestimate that combination. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. The hero doesn't stay dead outside of battle. I completely forgot about that. Not gonna lie. Mm. All right, let's see here. Hey, Ari. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, after if the hero dies in battle, and only the hero, or at least and you still manage to win the battle, the hero comes back with 1 HP. I always forget about that. Concrete earrings. You're fine. No worries. Do you not have... I mean, you use Twitch on your phone, right? I'm surprised you didn't just get the notification that I was streaming. Unless you've just been that busy. Yeah, painful and heavy, too. Concrete earrings. Like, that does not sound pleasant to wear. Broadsword. Is that better than what I have? Iron broadsword. It's at least as good. It's at least as good as what I currently have, so no real point in equipping it right now. There's somebody I could give it to here in a bit, actually. And feathered cap. Hey, yeah, you could get these boxer shorts, but, oh my god. Old underclothes that smell faintly of sweat and regret. That's amazing. Okay, Oh, and I could give Veronica this piglet outfit. She has a few of these. She has a few stuff like this, a few costumes like this, but I'm not a huge fan, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. I don't hate them, but I don't love them. Okay, so the concrete earrings increase your defense and charm by 5 and 10 respectively, and also increase your resistance to earth damage. Let's see, and then gold bracer. Charm. I forget what charm does exactly, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure I knew at one point what charm did, but I'm blanking on what it was. And I also forgot that you can equip Serena with a shield. Like, entirely. Actually, does the... Let's see, info... No. Traveler's tips. I'm gonna have to look up what charm does, actually. I'll do that now.
Disgrace, my fellow Gallipolitans. Disgrace. Fellow Gallipolitan,
How is Serena
This
better
is
than
no
Veronica?
ordinary Sand National. This race marks the day that Faris, my son and heir, comes of age, and as such,
Yep. The Sultan of Gallipolis' son
an event of such
has a
significance
name,
must
but
have
the Sultan of
elements to
Gallipolis
match.
himself does
Such
not.
functional
At least not one
pleasantries
we
will
ever
not
hear. He's
thrill
just the
my
Sultan of
beloved
Gallipolis.
subjects. And who exactly might you be? I have no time to grant an audience today. You must leave. Immediately.
Father, my training is complete.
Oh, okay. I looked up what Charm does, and there's certain abilities that get increased, or like certain attacks whose damage gets increased by that stat.
Then give me the
I don't think I
bridge.
have any that do that right now, but because I don't have any characters that have those attacks right now.
He
But,
serves the weak
yeah.
untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
Yes, very good. The Knight's pledge must always
But
be
like,
your
are you talking
guide,
about just
my son.
design-wise? You like Serena better, or because I mean, we just got them at the end of the last stream, and they're both very useful in their own ways.
You are
Serena's
a man,
the
Faris.
healer, and
Tomorrow's
Veronica's
race
the
shall
damage
prove it.
dealer. They're
You
the
must show
white
your
mage and
people
black mage,
that
respectively.
You are worthy of their adulation.
Fear not, beloved father. I shall disappoint neither you nor they.
Wait, call an ambulance for what? What even happened?
What is your name, stranger? And what brings you to Gallipolis?
Okay.
Surely he speaks of the rainbow. It is the
Oh yeah, the
only
rainbow. I
treasure
forgot
of our
about that.
kingdom that would warrant such a description. I believe I can assist you, friend. Visit me in my chambers at the foot of the great staircase. I shall await you
Yeah,
there.
it was just kind of random. That's why I was confused. Okay. I didn't see the lips moving when I talked earlier, so I wasn't sure. I have one of those ring lights for my camera, but like I don't like that it just turns itself off after a couple minutes. Like they expected you to only use it for like a couple minutes at a time, instead of you know, for an extended period of time like I would be if I had my way. Yeah, like see, I only had it on for like maybe 30 seconds there, and it just turned off on its own. It's really annoying. Okay, who do I talk to? It's Prince Faris in his room. Alright. Hold on. Yeah, I knew there was something back here. 1,500 gold coins. Oh my god, that's very worth going after there. Okay.
Ah, you came. Thank you.
Alright.
Yes, yes. Your height and physique are perfect, and you have the face of one who knows horses. You should be aware that the branch you seek is a priceless royal treasure. My father is unlikely to give it away freely to some wandering stranger.
Okay.
However, he might be persuaded to part with it if the request came from his beloved son. I have but one small favor to ask in return.
What's up?
But the palace palace walls have so many unwelcome ears. The noise of the circus will protect our privacy. Will you join me there?
Give me just a second. Pardon back. Thanks for dealing with that. But yeah, oh yeah, going to the circus to talk to this guy. I forgot about this. Well, I remember that. I remember the circus part. I just forgot the context.
Then it is agreed. I will
But
meet
okay.
you at the entrance to that ridiculous tent this evening. Do not be late, please.
He said in the evening, right? Yeah, okay, the evening. I forget exactly what time, but all right. But yeah, my roommates came home early, so I just went to make sure they won't bother me. Okay. So I can just... I don't know exactly how time, like, works in this game. But... Wait, I didn't mean to stay overnight. I meant to stay until, like, evening. Until dusk. Actually, until night. Let's do until night. Okay. But yeah, like, I think it has to be... goes up to the soiree 24 hours late. Oh, that's funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's time
Okay.
for the act you've all been waiting for. The wandering
But yeah, like, the
wonder
time goes
who
by really,
amazes
really slowly in this
audiences
game.
wherever he goes. Prepare yourselves for an experience like no other. Prepare yourselves for the Great Sylvando!
Silvando. Silvando's great. What the? Where did that come from? Hmm? Oh, that's funny. What the hell? Yeah, he's just straight up using magic here. Like, this is literally just some straight up handbook for mortal shit. Except magic is a known thing to exist in this universe.
Ladies and
So,
gentlemen,
it's whatever.
please. There is no need to be afraid. The great Silvando will never endanger his adoring audience. After all, darlings, you are the ones who make this show so special. I love you all. Thank you. Thank you.
God, my roommate's talking so loud. Like, I think they're on the phone, but like they're talking so loud. I keep thinking they're like trying to get my attention or
And
something.
please, not a word of this to anyone. Now, as you may be aware, the Sun National is the most important event of the year here in Gallopolis.
Have I seen the recent D&D movie? Didn't that come out a couple years ago?
I am due to make my
Either
debut
way,
in
no,
the
I haven't
race
seen
to
it.
end
I
all
heard
races.
good things. I heard really good things about
there is
that.
a problem.
And I wanted to, but I never did.
Teeny tiny
I might go and see it at some point. It should be available on some streaming service or another.
I cannot ride. In fact,
Yeah, I
have
heard
barely
really
so
good
much
things,
as
but I
sat
haven't
in
seen
the
it.
saddle. I have so far been able to hide this unfortunate fact, but if I were to take part in the race, the
Oh yeah, that's right.
inconvenient
He's
truth
known
would
as like a
surely
world
be
famous.
uncovered.
He's known as like a
And
famous
yet I have no choice for the Prince of Gallopolis not to take part in
What's
the
what I'm
Sun
looking for?
National on the year of his coming of age is unthinkable.
Prince Ferris is known as a famous horse racer in
So you
the
see,
city
your
of
coming here was
Gallopolis.
fated.
But in
It is
reality,
a
he can't race a
sign.
horse.
The
He can't ride a horse for
forces of
shit.
destiny mean
He had
me
somebody
to
else
use
do it
you
for him
as
every
my
time.
double.
I think
Ta-da!
was the idea.
Your double? How's that gonna work? Won't everyone notice as soon as he walks out onto the track?
Ah, the fates have provided that also. For you see, the royal family always races in full armor, lest the unthinkable occur. His face will be hidden from view. Oh, please, please. I beg of you. You must help me. You must enter the Sun National in my place.
Yeah, I heard really good things about that movie. I just
Are
haven't
the most
watched it.
pathetic excuse
So I
for a
might
prince
at
I've
some
ever
point soon.
seen. If you think we're going to help you lie to your people,
It's just
you've
really
got
hard to find
another
the
thing coming.
time to like watch movies.
Is that
Because
so?
usually, like, the only time I have time to
Then
do
I
that sort of thing is like in the
assume that your
morning,
need of the
and
rainbow is not so
in the
great
morning I just want to
after
do
all.
other shit.
Wow. Talk about shameless.
Call me what you will, it changes nothing. You will do as the fates wish and take my place in the race? Yes?
What happens if you say no? I don't think I've ever tried it.
Oh, 1,000 pardons. I could not hear you over the noise of the crowd.
Oh my god.
Allow me to ask again. Will you enter the Sun National in my place?
Okay, I think it just loops.
1,000 pardons. I could not hear you over the noise of the crowd. Allow me to ask again. Will you enter the Sun National in my place?
It's no surprise that this game has this. Like, Dragon Quest is literally the origin of But Thou Must.
I knew you would see sense in the end. Thank
Will you rescue me
I will
and
go
take
to
me
my
back to the
father
castle
about
and
the
then marry
rainbow
me?
as soon as the race
No,
is over.
but thou
You
must.
have my
No,
word.
but thou must. No, but thou must.
I took the
Literally,
liberty of arranging
this is the
rooms for
series
you
that
at
started
the
that.
inn. Rest well.
Or at least it's
I
like
will
the
see you in
earliest
stables,
known
bright and
like
early.
instance of it happening,
You
as far as
will
I'm
find the
aware.
stable entrance in the
But
western
at
part
the
of
very
the
least,
city.
this series
Do
is
not
why it's
be
called
late.
But Thou Must.
Now, I must be on my way. Farewell, friends.
But it's like some games actually do punish you for that sort of thing, though. Like in Super Paper Mario on the Wii, they at the very start of the game, you're given the option to I forget exactly what it was, but it's like at the very start somebody asks you like, will you go on this adventure to save our world? Or to save our kingdom or whatever? And you're given the choice of yes or no. If you say no 3 times, it's a game over. You're not given an opportunity to save at that point, and the intro to that game is long. So if you say no 3 times and get a game over, you have to watch the entire intro all over again. Like, it's funny, but they still punish you for it. Where am I going? Oh yeah, that's right, I have to turn in this golden globule thing. I only spent like half an hour looking for the fucking thing, and then I forgot to actually turn it in. Okay. So, what he gave us just now is an accessory called Trickster, which increases evasion chance and charm, but apparently radically reduces deafness, or at least... Okay, there we go. Let's see. Okay, so, if I replace it with the... Let me try again. If I swapped out the robber's gloves for it, it would have massively reduced my deafness. But replacing the gold chain with it is better, because it gives me a little bit more defense than the gold chain. It increases my evasion chance no matter what I do. My charm stays the same, and all that is reduced is my max HP, or, well, Eric's max HP, and not by that much. But yeah, if there's any character that you want with the Trickster ability, or more specifically that you want with the ability to, like, have increased evasion chance and stuff, it's Eric. So, yeah. Because he's the thief, you know? You don't want him getting... If he's gonna get caught, you want him to get away easily, so you don't want him getting hit too much. Huh? Oh hey, Izzy. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. She said she's gonna mute, so I don't even know if she can hear me right now. But she's been following me for a while. Okay, yeah, you've been following me for a while, and that's the first time you've ever actually talked in my stream. That's really funny. So I was really confused for a second. Okay, talk to Prince Ferris in his dressing room. There we go. Yeah, like, I've noticed you lurk a few times in my streams, but this is the first time you've ever actually said anything, which I think is really funny. You are not quiet, Ari. Oh, wait, his dressing room. That's over there. We've been talking literally every day for like a month. What are you talking about? And I appreciate it, Izzy. Have fun with your crafts or whatever. Okay, it's over here. Bum 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 bum. Okay. Ugh, been there. Not fun. Who do I talk to? Yeah, I was not paying attention. Mount Prince Ferris' horse and head to the track. Which one's this horse again? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Then I believe it's over here. Alright. I'm blanking on whether you're allowed to lose this race or not. I think you can. I think you have to come in like the top 3 at least.
Hello, Galopolitans. This is no ordinary Sand National.
Hooray! All hail Prince Varys!
For a split second, I expected that to be the Mickey Mouse March. Or like the Mickey Mouse Club theme.
Prince Faris!
Alright, take care.
Oh, such a
I appreciate the lurk.
figure of a man.
It must be wonderful to be so popular, darling. But of course, you are used to it. Being a real live prince, huh?
Also, Sylvando is, he's very, very flamboyant,
Silvando, by the way.
but I can't remember if it's ever confirmed if he's gay. I don't think they ever really say. It's just, he's just flammboyant.
But don't think I'll be going easy on you just because you're royalty.
But it's kind of obvious.
Try to keep up, little princey.
But I love Sylvando. He is great. Okay. I was not paying attention to those hints. Okay. Yeah, my first or not my first time, but my previous playthrough when I did this, I like massively lost to Sylvando. It's like it was bad. Like he just got way ahead and I never caught up. Okay. Yeah, I don't have time to read whatever you just posted. So, give me a second. And I'll read it after this, because I'm almost done. No, get back here. Motherfucker. Okay. There we go. Olivares considered Sylvando's presentation to be a very respectful portrayal of an openly gay character. Moore observed that while his sexuality is not... And then it cut off. I would lose to Sylvando in the dating scene. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I probably would, but you wouldn't.
Oh, magnificent! I hardly dare think that you might actually win. Now,
Thanks.
quickly, my public await. I shall take the reins from here. Fear not, my friend. I have not forgotten my promise. I will discuss the rainbow with my father.
He
just
would...
as soon
No,
as
he
my
would
people
not.
have finished showering me with adulation.
Have you forgotten that men who aren't gay are a thing still?
Praise the fates. Our plan was a success. Thank you. You have spared me great humiliation. I will go immediately
No,
to
he
my
wouldn't.
father and ask about the rainbow.
You know, I like Sylvando as a character. He's a really great guy, but like, you know, I wouldn't date him or anything.
All hail Prince
That is not
Faris,
what the charm
pride
stat
of the
does.
desert, Horseman extraordinaire. Darling, you were fabulous. It was enough to bring a tear even to my jaded eye.
Your ass is not jaded.
Wait, don't tell me you were... Surely you didn't let your understudy take the stage for the command performance? Oh, this is too good!
Wait! But you do not understand the pressure I am under. A prince of Gallopolis who could not ride a horse is a disgrace to the kingdom. I did what was necessary for the sake of my people. And now all can be forgotten. Yes?
And there was silly old Sylvando thinking that knights never retreated in the face of adversity.
Am I ready for trivia? Sure, I guess.
Silence! I am the prince of this kingdom, and I will not have a traveling jester lecture me on chivalry.
1,000 pardons, your highness.
Which spooky 2001 GameCube game starring Mario's brother got a reboot for Nintendo Switch in 2019? It wasn't a reboot, it was a sequel, and that's Luigi's Mansion.
The Sultan wishes to see you, your highness. Your magnificent display of horsemanship.
Luigi's Mansion 3 specifically, I own that one. I never beat it,
Very
but I
good.
have it.
I will come right away. My promise still stands. Come to the throne room in a little while. We will see what can be done about this branch of yours.
But yeah, Luigi's Mansion 3 is a sequel, not a reboot.
So nice to see a royal with
Not sure if you just
common
read that
touch.
somewhere and it was like,
You were wonderful. out
like
there,
if you
darling.
saw that in like an article or something
Maybe
and
we'll get to share the stage
didn't
again
read
soon.
didn't read much deeper into it or what, but yeah, it's a sequel. Also, wait, was Luigi's Mansion really 2001? For some reason, I remember it being at like 2002 or 2003. But yeah, like it was a launch title, wasn't it? So yeah, 2001 makes sense. Where am I going? The throne room. Okay. Okay, the charm stat increases certain, or powers up certain attacks, which we don't have yet, but we will be getting access to them soon. And how do the concrete earrings give you a boost to it? I have no fucking idea. That is that your guess is as good as mine on that. Because I know if I saw somebody wearing concrete earrings, I wouldn't exactly be charmed by it, but whatever.
Truly, I am humbled. All I have ever desired is to fulfill my duties as a prince and as a knight. Father, if I may, I have promised to assist these travelers. Would you permit me to explain?
Gladly, my son. It warms my heart to see you aiding those in need. Truly, you have taken the knight's pledge to heart.
Thank you, Father. The truth of the matter is that my friends here have come to Gallopolis in search of the rainbow.
Regarded as one of the greatest video games of all time, what 1981 arcade game features a titular amphibian trying to cross a road without getting squashed by cars and a river without getting eaten by predators?
Why must
Frogger.
the accursed creature always appear on this, the happiest day of the year? We will stand for this no longer. I must dispatch my finest knights and ensure that the fiend never again returns to terrorize the celestial sands.
Yeah, so here we are going to fight.
My boy, the fates are speaking to us. Capturing the Slayer would be the perfect way to show your people what a fine knight you have become.
What? Father, so many of our bravest men have confronted the creature and perished. Surely, I do not stand a chance.
In 2014, Google partnered with Game Freak and Nintendo as part of an April Fool's Day prank to create a new version of Google Maps populated by small creatures. This prank inspired what massively popular 2016 video game? Pokemon Go.
This is your moment, Faris, my boy. Capture the
If you don't know
Slayer
who Game
and
Freak
take
are, you
your
can definitely see
place
that one
in history.
being, like catching somebody, but yeah, get Pokemon Go.
I
Even though Game Freak didn't even make that, it was Niantic.
Very well, Father. Yay! I shall begin my preparations.
I didn't know
right
it was
away.
based on a 2014 April Fool's joke, though. That's funny.
A thousand pardons.
As much as as much of a Pokemon fan as I am, I didn't even get to play Pokemon Go for like the first like year or something, because the phone that I had at the time couldn't run it, just straight up. So yeah. Yeah, I know they didn't. It was Niantic. Game Freak makes like the actual, you know, games, but Pokemon Go specifically was Niantic. I'm still waiting for GTA Go. That'd be some shit, wouldn't it? Wasn't there also a Monster Hunter Go game or something? Or like Monster Hunter Now? Or something like that? I never played that. I heard it was pretty good though. Even if I have no idea how it works. Bum ba bum 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 ba bum bum bum. The company that created Fortnite, Epic, also created a game engine that is licensed to other game creators named what? Unreal. It's the Unreal Engine. What am I doing? Oh, I have to talk to Prince Ferris in his room. I completely forgot about that. Shut up. Also, for anybody wondering, that this whole trivia thing was Ari's idea, and I'm just going with it, so yeah. The music for this game? Yeah, it's good. One place actually where I think where this game is a little weak is the music, ironically, because like this version of the game specifically has this version of the game specifically has like a full orchestra soundtrack, but the thing is, I think that they couldn't, either they just couldn't or they just didn't want to pay for the orchestra to do every track. So they just did like a handful of tracks from the original version of the game and just spread them out. Because you notice that there's a lot of repeated tracks in this game, like a lot. And I feel like I remember in the original release of this game on like PS4 and PC, Because I'm playing the definitive edition, but in the original release, I swear I remember there being more, like, varied music.
Spoken like a true desert knight. Seriously, can't you handle this on your own?
No! No, such a thing is impossible! I am no knight!
The Warthog is the nickname of the M12 Force Application Light Reconnaissance Vehicle, a fictional armored fighting vehicle that appears in what video game series? Halo.
Oh, it is not my fault.
I feel like if you asked me that question 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known, but nowadays, yeah, I do. Well, actually, I probably would have known, but I wouldn't have been happy about it. Because, like, well, maybe not 10 years ago, but like 12, 13 years ago, during my, like, massive Sony fanboy phase, like, where I just hated anything to do with the Xbox, regardless if it was warranted or not, like, I probably wouldn't have gotten that one. Just because I just wouldn't have wanted to know anyway.
Don't you see?
God, I think back to those days and just cringe so hard.
Be sent to my doom, and through no fault of my own.
What the fuck do you mean, no fault of your own?
Will you take pity on your old friend?
What do you mean, old friend? We just met like a couple days ago.
I am begging you, begging. If you will not do it for me, do it for Gallopolis. I am begging you, begging. If you will
Okay,
not
yeah,
do it
it's
for
another
me,
but thou
do
must.
it for Gallopolis.
You'll start to pick ones that stump you.
Oh, thank
What
you.
third-person shooter video game developed by Nintendo was first released in 2015 and features characters known as the Inklings that can transform between human and squid-like forms?
We must make
Splatoon.
to depart immediately.
I forgot the name
will
for a
await
second,
you
but I
at
knew
the
what that one
castle
was.
gates.
What a pathetic excuse for a prince. Goodness knows what'll become of Gallopolis with him in charge.
Oh, we mustn't be so hard on him, Veronica. I'm sure it can't be easy growing up with everyone expecting so much of you.
I'm a nerd. What do you expect? For crying out loud, I live stream video games for the internet. The funny thing is, I've never even played Splatoon to this day. I just know about it from people who have, or like Let's Plays or whatever. I have never touched a Splatoon game at all. In Super Mario Kart, the first game in Nintendo's racing franchise, which of the playable characters has the shortest names? Is it Toad? I think it's Toad. Because it's the only one I can think of that has 4 letters. Everybody else has like 5 or more. Unless I'm mistaken. Actually, wait, is Boo playable in that game? No, he's not. No, he's not. So yeah, it's Toad.
I mean no disrespect, Your Highness, but how could you do this to us? You have volunteered us for certain death.
Fear not, trusted retainers. We do not journey into the jaws of danger alone.
I love when Discord shows me I have a notification on PC, but doesn't let me see it on my phone.
Allow me to introduce our knights in shining armor. These brave adventurers have agreed
I
to
love how
capture
none
the
of us are
Slayer
wearing
for
armor
us.
at all, but he insists on calling us the Knights of Shining
The
in
beast
shining
lair
armor.
is said to be located deep within the celestial sands. The fastest route is through the checkpoint to the west. We march immediately for Gallopolis.
For Gallopolis.
Yeah!
Wow, they try to sound more enthusiastic, guys. Seriously. Or no, I should be more sarcastic. Don't sound so enthusiastic, guys.
For a little one? Oh, I'd hate to miss a good beast hunt.
Huh? Neil Blomkamp is a South African-born film director, producer, and screenwriter, particularly known for his work in the science fiction genre. His feature film debut came in 2009 with the well-received District 9, but only after a project to adapt a popular video game franchise fell through. Blomkamp was attached as a director. What is the name of this franchise, which debuted a character that later lent its name to Microsoft's version of Apple's Siri? Halo? Or no, Cortana? Was it? That one's a reach among reaches. I said if you asked me that question like 12 years ago, I wouldn't have. That's cool, Venom Fang. I can't say no to Sylvando.
At least one of you has some sense. Lead on, darling. Ow!
12 years ago. Near. Okay. But yeah, like, I know some stuff about Halo. Like, if you ever start really deep diving, I definitely get stumped. But like, just basic stuff, not really. What word, which shares its name with a popular soda brand, describes a 2D bitmap image, such as a video game character that's integrated into a larger scene? I don't. What? Let me see. Which shares its name with a popular soda brand. Oh, Sprite. Okay. It took me a second, but I got it. I was like, it's a popular soda brand, but also, like, a 2D image thing. Oh, this is a Spitfire. I remember this now. Okay, let me use one of these, sort by... Okay, it's sorted by, name right now, so Pet Pop. Let me use one of these Pet Pops. Oh wait, can you only use it in battle? An egg-shaped wind instrument dating back to ancient times appears in the title of what 1998 installment of the Legend of Zelda franchise, which debuted on the Nintendo 64 game system, Ocarina.
Let's do this.
Wait a minute, 2 metal slimes? Follow orders. I'm a nerd. I don't know what else you expect from me. Oh yeah, I think they're just straight up immune to magic. In 2015, the first 6 games were introduced into the World Video Game Hall of Fame. Can you name at least one? I mean, I'm gonna guess one of them has to be Super Mario Brothers, right? Given how iconic that one is. I'm guessing another one is like Pong or something. That one I don't know. Because I've never cared enough to... I didn't even know there was a Video Game Hall of Fame, honestly. Oh, also, Sylvando's with the party now, but he's exclusively controlled by the AI. Pong and Tetris and Pac-Man and Super Mario Brothers and Doom and World of Warcraft. Wait, Doom and World of Warcraft? Really? I can understand Pong, Tetris, Pac-Man, and Super Mario Brothers, but I'm surprised about the last two. I mean, considering how like influential Doom was, I guess it kind of makes sense. I just wasn't expecting it.
Easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Dual wielding. Can I? No, I can't. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I can't afford any of the stuff for that right now. This one you couldn't answer. Lay it on me. What card game related to the Warcraft universe did Blizzard release in 2014? That one's Hearthstone. You'd have to live under a rock, or in your case, just literally not be a gamer in the slightest in order to not get that one. But like that one like took over the internet for a little bit after it came out. Like it's, if you're even at the time, if you had even a slight interest in gaming, you knew what that one was. Okay, you have to use the pet pop in battle, I think. Yep. And wild side. No, the moon doesn't count, Ari. Oh, this is a cool animation. That's like literally some Dragon Ball shit right there. I half expected him to turn into a giant monkey. And yes, the Ozaru is a monkey, not a gorilla. Okay. Alright, now that that's over, I think there are exactly 5 Son Goku as the Monkey King. If we're talking about the original Journey to the West Son Goku, yes. Where it's the Japanese, like, translation of Sun Wukong. A sleek black convertible known as the Regalia is a car Noctis Lucis Kylum and his friends used to travel across Eos in the 15th installment of what alliterative video game series? Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 15.
There you are.
That one might have stumped me if I didn't have it from over 300 hours in that game. Which I know is child's play in some games, but still.
That's right. You get your beauty sleep, Princey dear. You've got a hard day of getting us to do your dirty work for you to be preparing for. Come on, you. Let's have a sit down and a nice chat, shall we?
After this cutscene, I'll take a break. Because it's 9:30 already.
So, 2 boys and 2 girls out on a lovely adventure together, huh? How romantic. But what kind of adventure, I wonder? Come on, spill the beans.
To be perfectly honest, we're none too sure ourselves just yet. But for the moment, we're trying to get to Yggdrasil. We need to understand more about the mystery surrounding the luminary, you see? It's all to do with a horrible being called the Dark One. He wants to bring death and destruction to the world. And we want to stop him.
During my break, you'll find one that stumps me.
All right, Big Mouth. That's enough.
Good luck with that.
You don't need to tell the Jolly Jester a whole life story. We barely know him.
My. So there's a dastardly
Jolly Jester.
villain coming to
I
steal all the
just processed
smiles
that.
and laughter from the world. And you 4 heroes are on a daring mission to
Chuck E.
stop him
Cheese was
before it's
originally
too late.
founded by Nolan
Oh, now that
Bushnell,
does sound
who
fun.
also co-founded what video game company known for the 2600?
strange
What?
idea
You're
for-
kidding me. That's Atari, by the way, is the answer to that.
Sylvando.
Chuck E.
What
Cheese
makes
was
you
created by the
set out on
Atari
the
guy?
road?
No
Oh,
fucking
you
way.
don't wanna hear
No
my
fucking
original
way.
Stories. We've got a big day ahead of us tomorrow.
I
Come on,
never knew
kiddies.
that.
Betty buys.
Well, aren't we full of mysteries? What's his deal?
We'll find out much later, Eric. I mean, when you mentioned the 2600, I knew the answer, but like, if you had just stopped at, also co-founded a very popular video game company, that would have absolutely stumped me. I didn't know that he was remotely involved with Atari, let alone that they were founded by the same guy. But okay, I'm going to take my first break of the night, so I will be back in a few. Alright, I'm back. Have everybody healed up? Yes, I have. Okay. Let me save here, just in case something happens. Okay, yeah, this is the oldest save, so we can just, get rid of that one. You found more that would stump you? Okay.
Let's go.
What is this thing called? Grabber Dabber Do. What 1996 video game kicked off a long-running film and game franchise and elevated the horror genre of video games into the mainstream? Resident Evil.
Thank goodness.
And I learned Bang! Sweet. Okay, can I get anything for those? No, I can't. Alright. Let's, fight wisely, except for you, focus on healing.
Our work isn't done yet.
You wouldn't have gotten that? I'm not even the biggest Resident Evil fan, to be perfectly honest with you, but... Like, but I still got that one. Because I just had to think, like, what video game am I aware of that also has, like, a movie franchise that people actually like? But yeah. Imane Anis, whose millions of followers love to watch her play League of Legends and Fortnite, is better known by what name that's a portmanteau of her name and a Japanese game franchise? I have no fucking idea. I do not know. You finally got one that stumped me because it involved knowing a League of Legends and Fortnite content creator. And I don't watch I don't watch either of those games.
Let's go.
Pokimane, really? Huh. Okay, I was aware of Pokimane. I didn't know her real name or anything.
Isn't done yet.
Like, literally, I think the only thing of hers that I've actually seen, apart from clips, was like... I think the only thing of hers that I've ever seen was beyond clips of her, was just like... her reacting to the Gentleman's song Obsession. And I was just curious if she had anything to say about that one because apparently she was originally supposed to be the girl in the video. And then people thought that her fans might get like really pissed off or something if the song was basically making fun of them and she was the person in the video, so they decided to switch her with the guy's actual girlfriend. Why did you use Fizz on a single target?
We did it, darlings!
But yeah, like, she was supposed to be in the music video for Obsession by the Gentleman, and they scrapped that idea to avoid, like, potential drama or something, so I watched,
Not bad, eh?
I watched her reaction to that video to see if she had anything interesting to say about it. She didn't, by the way. And that's about it. That's like the only thing of hers that I've actually gone out of my way to see. Anything else is just clips and shit. So yeah, I was not going to get that one. Oh yeah, that song is really funny, but also really, really dark. Especially the video in particular. The video is hilarious, and then it's not. It is like, and then it's funny for a different reason. It's very, very dark, like, but it's entertaining. Oh my god. But yeah, that's something that people in the comments of the video were saying. I believe that she was originally intended to be the girl in the video, in the music video. But then they thought that her fans would like riot over it or something, so they decided not to do that and had Moist Critical's, because it like the gentleman is Moist Critical and like some guy that he works with, but he I don't want to know where you were going with that, but anyway, the gentleman is like Moist Critical and like another dude. I don't know if he's a content creator himself or if he's just a musician or something, but they had Moist Critical's girlfriend be the girl in the video instead, who, as far as I know, has like very little internet presence outside of his stuff. So it would have been a lot less, you know, problematic to have this girl with like no, you know, or like no major following be the one in the video making fun of like weird internet fanboys than the one who has a massive internet following of people exactly like the people they're making fun of in the video.
Come on, gang. This little drama needs a hero or two. Watch out.
Okay, I'm gonna want to follow orders on this one, except Serena. Serena can keep focusing on healing. Okay. Nice Venom Fang. Unfortunately, this game doesn't tell you if an enemy is immune to certain status ailments. So, if you're just wasting your time, you have no idea. The first Star Wars video game made for the Atari 2600 was based on which film in the original trilogy? That's a good question. I'm gonna guess it's the, if it's like the Death Star Trench game, then it would be based on Episode 4. But I'm not sure which of those, because like Atari had a bunch of Star Wars games, so I'm not sure which one came first. But if it's like that Trench game, if it's like that Trench one, then yeah, that's Episode 4. If it's the one where you play through the scene of like fighting those AT-ATs, I think, in on Hoth, then that would be Episode 5. Okay,
Sorry.
Episode 4 is not the correct answer? Yeah, I don't know. I know, like, there were a few games that came out for that, but I don't know which ones came first. Episode 5 is correct, okay. I don't know if this counts as a dragon enemy, so I don't know, like, if Dragon Slash would do anything for this. Whoa, okay. Wait a minute. Renewed? So did it have its health, or did it have its defense? No, it didn't. Okay.
You're tough, do you?
Snap out of it.
Yeah, no, it didn't seem to take any extra damage from that. What do you... What do you mean? What is the best-selling game console of all time? Was that the DS? I think it was a DS. No, the PS2, the PS2. It was a PS2. I remember now. I think the DS is the best-selling handheld console of all time, but I think the PS2 is the best-selling console of all time. Okay. Yeah, as far as I can tell, this thing's immune to sleep. So... And the hero's dead. Wonderful. I hate when the game does that. It just gives the opponent, like, a million fucking hits. Oh, wow, it finally fell asleep. And then it wakes up immediately anyway. Like a gaggle of geese or a business of badgers, there's a special name for a group of Endermen in Minecraft. What is a group of Endermen called? I have no idea. I wasn't aware that was a thing. If it's just a group of Endermen, I'm going to not do anything because that would be assault, but I'll be very, very annoyed. And the Slayer of the Sands is defeated. Fizzle. That, a haunting? Really? I never knew that. Okay, so I was just checking DMs, but yeah, and, Smoley, if you're watching this, I do not have time to answer that right now, but I will get to it when I get to it. Now, let me see here. Is there anything I could get for 5 points for either of them? No. Minor MP recovery after battle. That's not bad. I can't get it right now, but it's not bad. So yeah, the last couple have stumped me. Like, I was never gonna get Pokemon. The Star Wars one kinda stumped me, but not really.
Did you to be so grumpy? Now, hold nice and still while I tie you up.
Okay. Which video game franchise has the character named Mario?
The battle is won. The Slayer of the Sands is bested.
Which one?
Work for the Prince of Gallopolis.
Part of me kind of wants to be a smartass and say Donkey Kong, but
You saw me,
no.
man. Did you not?
Super Mario
You saw
Brothers,
the
or just like
Prince
Mario
against
Brothers or whatever.
the fiend
The Super
that
Mario
terrorized
franchise,
us all.
basically. Because not all of them
Yes,
have
Your
Mario,
Highness.
or like none of them,
Of
not
course,
all
Your
of them have
Highness.
brothers or super in the name. Well, most of them have super in the name, I realize, actually. You know, but it's like Mario Kart doesn't have super, well, the first one did, but like Mario Kart 64 doesn't have super in the name.
You have my thanks, friend.
You know, like,
My heroic feat would not have been
Mario
possible
Teaches
without
Typing
your
doesn't have super in the name. Mario is
valuable
Missing doesn't have super in the name.
contribution. I still have not forgotten.
And then, you know,
my
there's
promise.
like,
I will speak with my father about
there's
the
Super
rainbow
Mario,
upon my return.
there's Mario
You may
Brothers,
rest
the
assured
arcade
of
game,
that.
then there's Super Mario Brothers, but then there's also Super Mario World, which doesn't have brothers in it, Super Mario 64,
Really, Principal?
Super Mario Sunshine,
That's how you're gonna play
Galaxy,
it?
etc.
And what do you think they'll be
So,
expecting
that
of
one-
you next, huh?
That one is actually pretty hard to do, depending on how much of a smartass you want to be about it. In which game do players face challenging bosses in a dark gothic world? That one's also very, very heavily influenced by semantics. I'm gonna say Dark Souls, but there's also Demon Souls, Sekiro, Gothic specifically. Actually, I think you could argue Bloodborne. Is Bloodborne Gothic? No, it's more Victorian. So yeah, Dark Souls. I'm going Dark Souls.
Well, this feels all kinds of wrong. You're right, Sylvando. Nothing's going to change if he keeps on pretending.
Oh, I think the poor boy knows that well enough. All he needs is a little push. Anyway, I'd better be getting along. I'm sure we'll bump into each other again soon. Ciao for now, my loves.
What? Wait, I just noticed something. What color are the hero's eyes in this game? Let me take a look at this. Okay, they're blue. For a second in that cutscene, I thought they were green, and I was like, wait, do the hero and I literally look the same? No, we don't. Okay, because I have green eyes, he has blue eyes. But alright. He's also much skinnier than me, but that's beside the point. Which game features a hacker protagonist named Aiden Pierce? That's Watch Dogs, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Watch Dogs. Oh. God, I remember everybody being super excited for that game, and then it came out, and like people weren't excited anymore. Like it's fine. It's just like a lot of people expected it to be better, and then it just wasn't. I wonder what it would be like to drink Oasis water, like for real. What is the name of the dragon in Skyrim? Okay, that's a loaded fucking question. Yes, tons of dragons, a lot of which have names. Are you talking about the villain? Are you talking about the one voiced by Mario? Are you talking about like the undead one? Like there are a lot of dragons in Skyrim. Which one specifically do you mean? Like, that was just not fair. That one, like... I almost refuse to answer that one on principle. The correct answer was Alduin, okay. So the villain, alright. What is the name of the dragon in Skyrim? There are a lot. Even if you only mean the ones with names, that's still like 15 of them or something like that. Like that's still a lot.
Has vanquished the Slayer of the Sands.
Yeah, that's it! Yeah!
The future of our kingdom is surely safe in the hands of one so gallant and
Part of me wishes I had hand tracking just so I could have my avatar like actually stretch when I stretch.
Beloved Gallopolitans, yes, I captured the beast, but I did not act alone. For it was your love, your adoration that gave me the strength I so needed. Yes!
Oh, that's not good.
Serving you until my dying.
Which of the following games wasn't made by Rockstar? This ought to be good. Excuse me.
Friends, we have no need to be afraid. Prince Faris will protect us.
Yes, yes! We have nothing to fear with the prince on our side!
Ooh. You don't know how to make it give you the answers?
Well, my boy, your people await. Let them see firsthand the fearless desert knight you have become.
The prince is a phony. Yeah, the prince is a phony. That's kind of been the whole point of this section.
Father, Father, I cannot.
Repeat after me now. A knight's word?
A knight's word is his bond, his kingdom, his master.
He serves the weak untiringly, challenges the strong unflinchingly, and never retreats in the face of adversity.
That's more like it. Now, my little Princey Pooh, do you want to be remembered as a miserable coward? Or a hero who died fighting
She
to the
questing on
end?
my dragon until I 11? What the? What does that even mean, Smolly?
I wish to be remembered as a knight of Gallopolis!
What product did Nintendo make before video games? They started making... They originally started making Hanafuda cards. And before making video games, back in like the 60s, or 60s and 70s, they started making toys. So, yeah, I'm gonna go with cards. Yeah.
Darling, you were wonderful. Amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it, huh?
Also, Smolly, I did see your DM, but I've been playing, so I haven't had time to answer it just yet.
I won't always be here to remind you what it means.
But I
to
will
be
get
a
to it when I
knight.
get to it, I assure you.
Better not go forgetting again, huh?
Wait, a friend. Where did you become so well-versed in the ways of chivalry? Are you a knight?
What is the name of the first video game to be played in space? To be played in space?
Me? Don't be
I
ridiculous,
don't know.
darling. I'm just a
Wasn't it
silly old
Tetris?
jester.
I feel like it's Tetris. Yeah, it's Tetris. That's what I figured.
Yes, Father. It was he who rode my horse in the Sun National, and he who captured the Slayer of the Sands. Forgive me.
Faris, look at me. The burden that was placed upon you, it was more than any boy could be expected to bear. It is I who
How
must
old is
apologize,
Ferris here?
not you.
I'm pretty sure he's only
But
supposed to be
rest
like
assured
16 or something.
that I have learned my lesson.
What is Crash?
Not going
What
to
is
sin
Crash
speak
Bandicoot's younger sister called? Coco.
And it seems you have learned something too.
Coco Bandicoot.
Despite your protestations, the bravery you showed was worthy of a true knight. Sir Hendrik will be happy to take one such as yourself under his wing, I am sure. Your dream will come true at last.
God, I'm yawning a lot.
Pleased for you.
Candy Kong. Oh my god.
Wasn't that the name of the guy who was chasing us?
Ah, but I am forgetting our guests. Father, these travelers came to Gallopolis in search of the rainbow. It is a royal treasure, of course. But surely you agree that they have done more than enough to deserve it.
Certainly, certainly. But my boy, I sold the rainbow
man.
to a traveling merchant.
Oh, he sold it to. Okay, I forgot about this for a second. Yeah, the entire reason we're even here, the Sultan sold to somebody, so now we have to go find that person.
We celebrated this year's Sand National. We made a sacrifice for your sake.
Father, I...
Forgive me. All I can tell you is that the merchant to whom I sold the rainbow headed west towards Gondolia.
Gondolia.
This letter will grant you passage through the checkpoint that
I'm
leads
not sure
there.
where
Perhaps
exactly.
someone can tell you what became of the branch.
I'm not sure where exactly Gallopolis is based on. You know, like, Cobblestone is based at least loosely on like Scotland, I think. Or something, Heliodor is based on England.
It is scant consolation, I am sure, but please take
This letter, and he flips you the
Its
bird.
value cannot
That's
possibly
funny.
compare, but
That
it
would've
has
been hilarious.
prized by generations of Gallopolitan knights. It allows one to
Hado
provoke
is based on
distant
Japan.
foes into combat, and is an
Then,
excellent way to gain battle experience.
Well, I mean,
Or so
if
I am
if
told.
Gondolia doesn't tell you enough about what that is based on, it'll be pretty obvious when we get there. Oh, hey, the crossbow. I forgot all about this, honestly.
You have done our kingdom a great service. Should you ever need
I always forget about the
assistance,
crossbow.
you need
It's
only
like
say the
simultaneously
word.
so useful, but also so fucking useless.
And as for me, I will be sorry to see you leave. But I am
In the
sure
original
there will be other
Pac-Man, the
times.
orange ghost isn't the sharpest pixel in the maze.
Kindly
What does his
travel
name
along soon
translate
enough.
to? I mean, they all have a bunch of different names, don't they? Like I know like one version is like the orange one's name is Clyde. But no, that one I don't know. I feel like I did know that at one point, but I do not remember it. Oh, let's turn in this side quest before I leave. A recipe book called Furry Finery. Okay. But yeah, I know that their names are all like Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and Clyde. But and they all have like other names. Like I think the blue one's name was I don't know. Like I know that the blue one I think also goes by Shadow or something. They cooking furries out here. No, it's like equipment for it's recipes for equipment, Smalley.
At last! I was beginning to think you had snuck out through the stage door. Huh?
I love how annoyed Veronica sounded.
Hey! You again.
Oh, don't be
Okay.
coy, darling. I want to come with you, of course. You should never
Stop
have told me
killing
about
furries
your
to make your
request
chainmail.
if you didn't want me to tag along.
What are you talking about?
It's
You
not
can't just decide
chainmail
to
that you're
come
making with
us.
them.
This
It's
isn't
like
a game.
hoods and like
Believe
other
me,
shit.
honey, I know it isn't.
Okay.
I've seen my fair share of fun and games.
Oh
on
my
my
God.
travels. what kind of jester would I be if I hadn't?
Let's
But I've seen
not get
tragedy
carried away,
too.
guys.
People attacked by monsters, all kinds of awful things. You know, my dream has always been to build a wonderful theater. Somewhere I can put on performances that will make millions smile.
Save a goblin, kill a furry. Oh my god.
But how can I do that if this
Why
dark
can't
one
I
of
just
yours
save
is going
both
to
of
be
them?
out there
Like,
making people's
do I
lives
have to
awful?
kill one or the other?
What I'm trying to say, darlings, is that we all want
Oh
the
my
same
God.
thing. So you see, I have to come with you. Oh, don't all squeal at once now.
Whew. The furries are trying to yip you. You have to choose. Save a dog, ride a furry. Oh my god.
This guy really doesn't take no for an answer.
And Sylvando officially
Guess I'm
joins the
part
party.
of the gang now. Yay! So, tell me, what's our next move?
Well, to get to Yggdrasil, we're going to need the Rainbow. And it seems that a traveling merchant has taken it to Gondolia.
Gondolia. But honey, that's a port town. He's probably hopped on a boat and set sail by now.
That's true. Well, then we'll have to buy tickets for the ferry, and...
The ferry? Please, darling. We don't have time to be riding the ferry with the little people.
Well, what's your bright idea
Okay.
I was thinking
Manny's talking a lot.
ship of our own might be more chic, no? And luckily for you, I happen to have picked up a lovely little number in the end of season sales.
At least someone around here cares about you. I care about you.
Boat? That's amazing.
But it's like,
You're going up in my
why
estimation
do I
in a
have to choose
minute.
one? Like, I don't even know.
Will you be willing to let us use your ship, Mr. Sylvando?
Yes, Veronica's. Yeah, Veronica is very sassy.
That's what friends are for. And guess where the old girl is dog?
Insert One Punch Man meme here.
No? Why, Gondolia, of course. Lucky.
You're hoping to get a new coat from the encounter?
So what are we
Oh my
waiting
god.
for? The ocean beckons, shipmates. Westward ho!
Awarded for collecting 100 different types of item. And now here's the point where we can start actually swapping around party members, because we can only have up to 4 out at one time, so... And I believe there's like 8 total in the whole game. Okay, and here's where we get the horse hailer. So basically, it basically acts as like, it's the same thing as these bells that you see around, but you can use it anywhere. So even if you're nowhere near a bell and you just want to call a horse, you can just use that. Thus effectively making the stationary horse bells completely useless, because nothing is stopping you from just, no, not an inhaler for horses. I mean, that probably does exist, right? Like for, you know, medical reasons or whatever. But like, no, that's not what it is. I swear, I'm already feeling the chaotic energy of Smoley and Ari interacting with each other, and I'm afraid. What do you want? You're the guy who wants a letter delivered to his sister. Okay, I remember this. Get your horse an inhaler before he gets sick. Okay. So now I've got the lovely letter quest. You let a demon lord in your chat, you should have expected chaos. Okay, Magic Beast. I almost read this as Mr. Beast Hide. Magic Beast Hide and Fine Fur. And okay, so this is one Magic Beast Hide and one Fine Fur, and this is just two Magic Beast Hide. So I'm gonna need a lot of Magic Beast Hide for this shit if I want to make it for everybody. Okay. Should I switch the hero over to the Claymore? Or to, like, Great Swords? Part of me feels like I should, but I don't know. You know what? Yeah, I might do that. Okay, I should get Horse Hailer. I don't need to. Let's see, Appraise. And will this come out any better? Yep, okay. This will be at least a +2, I think. And any armor I can make? Feathered caps, fur hoods, fur ponchos. No. Accessories, gold rings. No horse inhalers here, sorry, has been added to your dialogue in my game. Oh my god. Are you actually, like, actively working on a game, or are you just in the conceptual stages? That's cool. Okay. Yeah, that's part of what the DM I was mentioning earlier was about. And Smoldy, I still have to send you the lore thing that I was talking about, because I did mention the whole shopkeeper thing, but there's more ideas that I have for that. Scorched Earth. Flython. I forgot this thing's name is Flython. I love this thing's name. Might have to respec the hero.
Veronica wins again.
Honestly, I just prefer great swords to normal swords. I couldn't tell you why, exactly.
Let's keep at it.
Okay. Yeah, I can literally just have because there's certain weapons in this game that I mostly just consider to be useless. Like the whip. I don't like the whip. So I could just have nobody use that, honestly. And then, like, later on, there's a party member that will get much, much later down the line. Where, like, he has a weapon type that's exclusive to him, so I may as well have him use it when I get to it. Right? Yeah, like, I think the whip's gimmick is that it, like... I think the gimmick of whip weapons is that they, like, they can, like, multi-target. Or, like... Yeah, multi-target, that's what it is. before I continue that thought, divination is a kind of not very useful thing, because originally in like older Dragon Quest games, you would have to use divination to figure out how close your party members were to leveling up. But in this game, you could literally just go into like the menu, like the pause menu, and check like every party member's like stats and stuff, and it'll tell you how much they need to level up there. So divination is basically less than worthless, but it's still here because it's tradition at this point. Okay. Yeah, I could just have Sylvando be the sword user, honestly. Actually, let's just learn multiple skills, now that I think about it. That unlocked Frostfangs. Oh, and since I've got Sylvando, he's got skill points I can allocate as well. Yeah, so Sylvando's weapons are swords, knives, and whips. But again, I've already got Eric for knives. Oh, boomerangs are another type of weapon that I'm not a huge fan of. Because they're also like the whips where they're multi-target, but they're so weak that it doesn't feel worth it to use them, so I don't, usually. Serena, okay. Serena has wands and spears, and honestly her spear abilities aren't that bad, but like, I use her as a healer primarily. So, why wouldn't I want her using the thing that gives her more, like, better healing abilities, right? Just doesn't make any sense. So I'll have Sylvando be the sword guy. He's only got 3 points left. Can I get anything with that? No, I can't. Let's also save while I'm already here. Okay. But yeah, no whips and no boomerangs. Possibly no claws either, because I mean, claws aren't that bad, but it's just, I think there's only like 1 or 2 characters in the whole game that can even use claws, and I just want that character doing other things, so I just don't see a point in having them use claws. Dragon Claw spec? No. Actually, how many characters can use claws? I know none of the ones we have currently can. Oh, that did a lot. Yeah, like, there's a character we'll be getting much later down the line. And you could argue that great swords make more sense for him, but like,
Veronica wins again.
Nice.
You could argue that great swords make more sense for him, but at the same time, like I said, he has a weapon type that's exclusive to him. No other character gets it, and part of me just feels like it makes more sense to like have him use that. The character who was giggling was Serena, because one of the enemies that I just fought used like an ability that makes the target start dancing uncontrollably and like giggling uncontrollably and stuff. So yeah, that was Serena who was giggling. Okay. Assassin Stab. An attack on an enemy's weak point that can sometimes kill them instantly. As far as I know, bosses are completely immune to this, but if you ever want to use it on like a particularly strong enemy, I guess it's an option. Okay. The sign says to go that way, but there's stuff if you go this way. There's actually a lot to this area. It sounds like illicit substances, maybe. All I know is that it's like a spell or something. And now I've got Cobra Strike, which, similar to Sleeper Hit, causes... It's similar to Sleeper Hit in that it causes, or has a chance of causing a status effect. But unlike Sleeper Hit, instead of it causing sleep, it causes poison instead. Oh yeah, the Muddy Hands can call for backup. That's annoying. I forgot all about that. Oh hey, Smoley, if you're still here, one of Veronica's abilities is called Beelze Freeze, which like freezes demon enemies. And another Muddy Hand. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't have a lot of multi-targeting attacks right now. Cool. I swear, I literally, I think you're the only person I know that plays that game unironically. Veronica is the small child-looking one. About copyright infringement, even though this game came out, like, probably years before you started using that username. And how long she wants to keep living. Oh man. Yeah, you can't go through here while mounted on one of these Hornites for some reason. And yes, that is what they're called. Oh hey, a yellow one of these guys. Time waits for no man, but we have a plan. It may require a caravan. Tickety tick tock. Why is it? This is the luminary. Okay. So he gives you another password. If the lore is to be believed, I was alive back before recorded history. No, Hornite. Horknight. Like Hornet, but night. Hornet night. Hornite. God, no, if only iron ore and shit were this easy to come by in fucking Harvestella. And yes, you can talk to the cow, and it predicts the weather. I don't get it either. Automod hit you for that? Showed up fine on my screen. Oh, I forgot about these guys. Were tiger. Literal furries. Oh my god. I unfortunately don't have the Persecutor equivalent for poison attacks yet, so probably not even the best to do that. Look out, it's one of those fuzzy perverts. Oh my god. Yeah, BL's a freeze here. An attack that can deal heavy damage to demons and also paralyze them into the bargain. Whatever that's supposed to mean. It's not for a long time that we even get to use that, because demon enemies don't appear until much later down the line in the game. Yeah, this place's layout is really confusing. I'm canceling her subscription to Being Alive. Why? Oh, the pig outfit? I'm not a huge fan of the pig outfit, but it's what I currently have her wearing because it gives her the best stats. No, we were not calling you by that name, Ari. Or at least I wasn't. I can't speak for Smalley.
Easy
peasy. Yeah, let's get rid of those muddy hands as fast as possible.
I hope this works.
Okay.
Not bad, eh?
Okay, let's see here. MP recovery after battle is definitely a useful thing for a mage, so... Oh god, now everybody's dancing. Or well, Veronica and the hero are dancing.
Sweeper! Thanks.
I love how the thing says they're busy boogieing. Yeah, the hero. I mean, that's what he's called. What do you want from me?
Wonderful.
Why do you gotta beat that guy up? I figured you were a good goblin. Okay, Oh, hey, a mini medal. The hero killed you. What are you talking about? I don't know your lore well enough for this.
This!
Are there even any goblin
Another
enemies
one
in this
bites
game?
the dust.
I don't remember. I'm talking about the hero killed me. You have a video about your lore? I'll have to check that out sometime. Link it to me later. Wow, that I just destroyed that Horror Knight. And I'm just now noticing I'm getting low on MP. At least on the hero. But yeah, the hero tends to be the only character in these games that you can actually rename. So, they don't have an official name. It's always just the hero. We've been over this. Oh, for crying out loud. Okay. Can I go over the water on this? Yes, I can. Alright. Okay, let's see here. For fuck's sake. I don't know how well you could see my model, but I was literally shaking my head at that. But I feel like head shaking, unless I'm like really wild about it, might be a bit too subtle for the model to pick up. I'm not sure. It took one hit. What are you talking about? Okay. Is there anything that I'm missing around here? I swear, I think that the Hornet might be one of my favorite mounts. Where does this go? Am I getting ahead of myself by going here now? All right. Royal Soil. Is it a good idea to be going here this early? I don't remember. Surely it can't be a bad idea. In fact, actually, I think I have to come here eventually anyway, so I could probably just get it now and, like, not have to do it later. God, this game is beautiful, though. I love this. Boil foil. Slender sword of solid silver. Silver appears, which I believe are weapons that Sylvando in particular uses. they count as swords, but I don't remember if like the hero can even or Eric can even equip swords like normal swords or I can't remember if they can equip those or if they're limited to normal swords. I should not have had that much trouble saying that. Okay. Sprig of waveweed. Where does this take me? I don't remember. Oh, and if you're on like terrain where they can't like you know, smoothly animate you getting off of the mount, it just fades to black and then you're just not on it anymore. Grota della Fonte. So, yeah, I don't have to be here yet. I don't think anything bad will happen if I come here now, but I don't have to be. So, just be safe, I'm not gonna. In another server that I'm in, we were talking about your phone is at 3%, charge it. Anyway, in another server that I'm in, we were talking about, like, Kingdom, like, I'm in a server for a YouTuber that, YouTuber and streamer that primarily does, like, Kingdom Hearts content. And we were talking about a potential video for his channel of, like, Kingdom Hearts confessions. And my confession actually gave me an idea for a potential stream series. Or maybe not stream, but maybe just like general video. That it's a challenge video of me playing through Kingdom Hearts 2 as if I was like 11 years old again. Because my confession was that when I was like 10 or 11 years old, Kingdom Hearts 2 was my first RPG ever, and I wasn't aware that it was intentionally part of the design that you change your weapons every so often. So I would insist on only using the Kingdom Key as much as I could, because I thought that if I changed my weapon, the game would get mad at me. And part of me is wondering if I should try to do like a challenge video like that, like try to beat the whole game. At least just try to beat the main story only using like the base equipment and stuff. I don't know if I'll actually do it, but I am interested, and I do think it would be interesting.
It feels as though the whole town is bobbing up and down on the waves.
So this is.
And yeah, as you can clearly see, this place, Gondolia, is based off of Venice. Venice, Italy.
From all over the world, ships full of treasure, you name it.
And this is where
I guess that Gallopolis could potentially be considered, or potentially based off of like, I don't know, India or something maybe, but that's a guess. Or Arabia.
You know it's not polite to pry.
Maybe Arabia.
All right, the docks are in the southwest of the town. Last one there's a rotten egg.
Also, if you heard that, I was cracking my fingers. Okay. Now the side quest that I have, the Lovely Letter side quest, the NPC for that is here. And I believe it's her, actually. So, yeah, this is basically like, the guy who gave us this quest wanted us to deliver this letter to his sister. who he tells us is working at a bakery here in Gondolia, but he's like a guard for Gallopolis, watching like the border, so he doesn't have time to just go and talk to her himself. So he asks us to do it. Okay. And she gives us a letter to take back to him. I'm not going to do that for right now. Because I mean, to be perfectly honest, I really just don't care enough. And also, I just don't want to. So, yeah. I mean, it probably wouldn't take that long, but I just really don't want to. Because I would have to backtrack all the way back there, and I just don't feel like doing that. So, yeah. But yeah, this place is a lot more fleshed out than it looks. In a way, I mean, it's nowhere near as long or as, like, you know, complicated, but it kind of reminds me of, the layout kind of reminds me of Mechonis, Sword, or, Sword Valley from Xenoblade Chronicles. And it's just now occurring to me, it's possible that nobody watching me right now was even there for that series. I ended that like 2 months ago. That's insane. Feels like I was just playing that the other day. Okay. Head for the docks. So I know where to go, I just don't want to go there yet. What was the name of the genre of music played in Tatooine and Star Wars? Wasn't it like... I know the answer to this. It was like Cantina something. God, I don't remember. I know the answer, I just don't remember it. Yeah, I do know the answer to this one, I just don't remember what it is. It's... Oh my god, you're kidding me. Jizz was an upbeat, swinging genre of music, most notably performed by Figrin de Anne and the Modal Nodes and the Max Rebo Band. Other notable jizz bands include Bobolo Baker's All Bith Band, Avar Orbis and his Galactic Jizz Wailers, Hut, Figrin de Anne the Second and the New Modal Nodes, and the Snozzlenels, or Sazonels. It's called... Oh, God. I'm pretty sure they renamed it in, like, later Star Wars stuff for that reason, but... You could tell it was the 70s and nobody was calling what people normally refer to as jizz these days that yet. Okay, for a second it looked like she was smoking. There's no... I don't think there's any joke scene of Puff Puff in this game, unfortunately. Alright. I forget which one, but I know one game has something like that. The Return of the Jedi novelization introduced the term Jizz Wailer to describe a musician. But the term jizz as the name of the musical style was not introduced until the publication of Tales from the Mos Eisley Cantina 12 years later. That doesn't answer exactly what years they were, because I don't know when the episode 6 novelization came out, but yeah. Oh, I love that this greatsword is called the broader sword. Like broadsword and broader sword. Also, Hero and Eric can wield rapiers. I'm not gonna do that, but they can. Okay. Get this for Veronica. And this posy pole for Serena. May as well sell all the equipment I'm not using, right? Also, as a rule of thumb, usually whatever equipment the characters currently have equipped can't be sold. Or, like, whatever equipment they started with can't be sold. So, like, you know, you get Gemma's Charm. I don't think you start with Gemma's Charm, but you get it really early. And it's, like, got sentimental value to the hero. So, you can't sell that. The Trodaine Togs you get from, like, the bonus thing for the definitive edition, so you can't sell that. And you start with the Cobblestone Sword and Greatsword, so you can't sell those. I'm never going to use the Scale Shield as a hero, so... Because I'm just going to use Greatswords for him, so whatever. If they tell you that you might never be able to get a piece of equipment back, I mean, just go with your gut. Even if it's not something you'll ever use, maybe better safe than sorry. Okay. Your phone died? I mean, I did tell you to charge it. Okay. Yes, I did. When you said it was at 3%, I told you to charge your phone. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I should have looked at the equipment a little bit more before buying so much stuff. Oh. Am I planning Twitch rewards? I would like to make it to affiliate before I start worrying about rewards. To be perfectly honest with you. Like that shit could come later. I wanna just reach affiliate first. I'd like to have that stuff. Whether or not I'll actually do it is a real question. But like I said, like I just, well, yeah, I'd like to have that stuff. But like I said, I want to reach affiliate first before doing any of that, or before even really getting caught up in it. You want to be collecting? Why? Okay. Do I have anything at the bank, actually? Okay. You want to store your money at the bank because I think that if you ever like wipe out, I think you lose like half your money. So yeah. I have no idea who you're referring to. Was it anybody I knew?
Can you believe it? This mean man won't let us into the docks.
It's nothing personal. The docks are off limits for everybody now. It's because of la competizione.
La competizione.
So I guess we just have to sit tight till
You
this
don't think so?
contest thing
Okay.
is over, huh?
See, is the only choice. I am sorry, but Signor Universo is molto importante event for people of Gondolia.
Signor Universo, you say? Now that sounds like fun. Tell me more, honey. I'm all ears.
Naturalmente, Signor Universo is for men of all ages. The winner, he must be a powerful like the waves, graceful like the breeze, and deep like the sea. La competizione is reason why Gondolia is so filled with the strong and admirable men in this moment.
Ooh, I love a little pageantry. Come on, darlings, let's go see what it's all about. We can sample some local delicacies to get ourselves in the mood. I hear they're to die for.
Oh right, wasn't this
Who's with me?
I think I remember this part
you
now.
Know you want to.
I'm not that bothered about whatever silly contest they're having, but I am quite peckish. I'd love to try a few local treats.
Seriously? We're not here on holiday, you know. We're supposed to be looking for the rainbow. Right, Serena?
But yeah, like, oh, to go, oh, you got to throw balls at him, pet his head, and say, what is that? Cush, cush, cush,
I'm
cush?
So sorry, but I'm
Until
really
all your
rather
points were
hungry
empty.
myself, and, well, we can't leave until the contest's over anyway, so...
Okay.
I don't believe this. Hey, listen. We're kind of in a hurry here, and we really need to get to the dock. Do you know who's
I
in
should
charge of
see
this contest?
if, like, I should see if Cass could make, like, a toggle for my model that raises the hood up. I mean, they'd probably have to, like, draw a whole new thing for that. So it'll probably be a commission of itself, in and of itself, but that would be really cool.
Molto gentile.
You heard the man.
Molto
Let's go
gentile.
ask this Doge guy to let us into the docks.
3 attempts to see if he was just having a bad day or something. Like, what do you mean? Like 3 streams? Like if he was like you gave him a few streams to see if he was like just like that, or if he like was just having a consistent string of bad days or something. I should have a stretch emote. Yeah, honestly, I should. Another potential commission. I actually have the I mean, I have the bead stretch that Sharky drew for me, so yeah, maybe. I could have somebody do an emote of that. An animated stretching emote would also be fun. Head for the Doge's house in Gondolia. You know what? It's a couple minutes early, but I think I'm gonna take my next break now. Just because, God, like the next section is. If it's the section I'm thinking of, then there's quite a bit to it. So yeah, I'm gonna take my next break now, and then we'll continue when I get back. See you in a few. Okay. So, I just went to go get a drink, and then, on the way back, well, I had been back for a few, but I went ahead and watched, one of the, lore videos that Smalley was telling me about, because I feel like I'd just forget if I waited till later, and, yeah, I know she's not watching anymore, but, very interesting. Doje's house, right, okay. I believe he lives over here? Yeah. But, yeah, Ari, you may have seen it already, but, I mentioned before well, right as I was leaving to go on my break, I mentioned that, yeah, an animated stretching emote would be cute, but also, like, that would be more expensive and it would take longer.
This must be the place.
So,
Let's see if he's home.
I'm not saying I'm not interested, but it's definitely something to consider.
Oh, no minuto. I am coming.
Hey. We're looking for the Doge? We need to ask him a
Doge,
favor.
yeah.
Bene. I am Doge Rotondo.
Doge
Always
Rotondo.
I am happy to help. I have nothing to say to you. Niente. Now you must go. Andate via.
Doge is like
Wait.
Italian for like
So much for Malto Gentile. I've met kind
I'm not sure exactly what it means, but
He took one look
basically
at you and
like
freaked out.
leader, roughly.
Wait, you don't think?
Nah,
How would he know you were on the run?
I don't know. According to
why
some
just
people,
you?
it's like a bad thing, like kind of objectively,
Huh.
like a cruel leader or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but
There
yeah.
you are. Veronica's managed to get herself
In this
into a
case,
bit
it
of a
it more or less
scrape.
just means like mayor,
Please, you have to come and help.
and like his name is Doge Rotondo,
Hey, you
which
can't keep
literally
that
just
kid
means like
anyway.
fat mayor or something.
Still, I guess we won't be sailing out of here anytime soon. Might as well go see what's up.
Give it back, you dirty, rotten thief! It's not like you can use it anyway. A kid like you wouldn't have the first idea what to do with a wand.
Why no? You are the kid, just like me. Anyway, I only borrow, no steal.
Yeah, the word
What's
is
going on here, Serena?
We were just walking
like I
along
tried
when
putting
he
it into
came
a
out of nowhere and snatched
Ronin
your
arc.
wand. We caught up with him here.
Nothing
but
much.
he won't give it
How are you?
back.
Hey!
Okay, so it means like Doge means like Duke. So his name literally means
Don't
rotund
let it
Duke.
get swiped so easily next time.
Oh hey,
Why
thanks
did
for the
you even
follow.
want my wand in the first place?
Did it play the
It's
follow
not worth
sounds?
much money, you
If
know.
it did, I didn't hear it, so
I,
there we go.
What is it, kid? Spit it out.
But yeah, I'm just playing some Dragon Quest.
It's okay, Placido. I explain the situation.
Placido. Alright.
My name is Benigno. He is my friend, Placido. He's the only son of the Doge Rotondo. Every day we are playing together.
Benign and
Molto
placid
felice. Happy,
for
happy.
some reason.
But then Placido, he loses his voice. I don't understand what happened. I ask, but he cannot answer. So I think, if I have the magic, maybe I can fix Placido's voice. Capisce?
Capisce?
Fine.
I
You're
don't speak
forgiven.
Italian, by the way. I'm
Now,
just like
Tell me more about
making
your
do with
friend's
what
lost
with
voice.
the Spanish that I know. Because a lot of the words are similar, just pronounced differently.
It's his throat. There's some sort of awful.
So I could probably like hold a pretty basic conversation in Italian and just. It's just when you're getting to the more complicated stuff, I probably wouldn't be able to keep up.
If I had some birdsong nectar. But I'd need some water from a sacred fountain to make it, and, well...
You needed a special, very, very holy water to help Placido. See? I hear people talking about something like this. The river, west of Gondolia. If you follow it up, there is a cave. The Grotta della Fonte. Everybody say it's
Grotta della Fonte.
Speciale. I know
I don't much care for Italian, but I can't pretend it's not fun to say stuff in Italian. Grotta della Fonte.
Bambini piccoli.
Bambini piccoli.
You will help him, see? See? Grazie mille, signore. You bring her the water from the grotta and make the special nectar. And I will stay to take care of Placido.
It's honestly kind of crazy to me, like, just how many words in Italian are basically just the same as Spanish. Just with a slightly different pronunciation. And I know they're all, like, Latin-based languages, so it makes sense, but, like, even French doesn't have that many similarities. Although, spelling stuff in French gives me nightmares, so... Let's see. Oh, well, I have just enough gold on me. All the rest is in the bank, so I have just barely enough on my person without having to take out a bunch. Okay, now everybody's healed up. I wonder where Ari went. Probably charging her phone, actually, now to think about it. I love the were-tigers. And there's other ones later on, too, but, yeah, it's just like it's such a stupid design that I can't help but find it funny. God. I swear, man, like, critical hits in this game feel so powerful.
I feel better than ever.
Alright. Oh, hey, the lighthouse is on. That's cool. Even though it's, like, morning, but whatever. Okay. Alright. So these are shell slimes. Why did I think they were sea slimes? No. Yeah, I still don't have a lot of options for multi-target. Literally the only things I have are like Sizz and Bang. Okay, that gives it a lot of physical defense. Or just raises its defense in general. Yeah, so you'd probably need something defense piercing to get through that. Yeah, literally everything I do is only doing 1 damage. That's annoying. I would have laughed if Serena's weak little attack there was what killed it. There we go.
Easy peasy.
New spell learned. Oh, snooze. That's cool. More opportunities to use Persecutor. Okay, neither of these require anybody else. Bye. Sunbleached seashell. Prep to pep. Awarded for joining forces with your friends to perform 10 pep powers. Alright. I want to get rid of the muddy hand as fast as I can because I don't want it to call in reinforcements. There we go. Mana Wars. Yeah, the Mana Wars are fucking nothing, especially not compared to the Shell Slimes. Was there something hidden over here? Yes, there was. An enemy that was absolutely designed by a furry. 100 fucking %, and some thing to pick up right next to it. There we go. Small scale. I don't know if that'll be actually anything that I need, but may as well get it. Furry bats, yeah, exactly. As far as I know, elemental weaknesses aren't really a thing in this game. I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so.
Easy peasy.
Bell cap. That's not something that Dragon Quest was ever really known for. You know, back in like the 90s, or not the 90s, the 80s, like when Dragon Quest first came out, it was very, very basic. You had some spells. You know, so you would have like a fire spell, an ice spell. But like, they wouldn't really affect enemies in any unique ways or anything. Final Fantasy would actually be a pioneer in that. Because, the thing about Dragon Quest was, if my understanding is that, Dragon Quest was, of course, made with a lot more Eastern, like, design philosophies in mind. And I don't know exactly why, but apparently over there, like, in their like, RPGs and stuff, they never really thought about, up until that point at least, they never really thought about, like, you know, elemental weaknesses as a mechanic or anything in most things. So it was basically just the enemy was weak to magic or it wasn't, more or less. And elemental weaknesses and like affinities and that sort of thing was more of a Western RPG thing, you know, D&D and like stuff like that. So... So, like, Final Fantasy had stuff like that because Final Fantasy was being made with a lot more, like, Western design philosophies in mind right out the gate, whereas Dragon Quest didn't have any of that. I think some Dragon Quest games do that. It's, like, later on. But a lot of them just don't. Not super sure if this one does. I think it does. For some enemies, at least, but it's not always obvious which ones.
Ha! Easy.
There we go. And poison status does carry over outside of battle. Wasn't sure about that, but now I know. Honestly, there's a lot of enemies here. I may as well just do fight wisely.
Let's do this.
Oh, also let me swap out Eric for Sylvando.
Silvando takes the stage.
I literally got him a while ago and I haven't been using him. There we go.
Victory!
Yeah, the enemies here are pretty weak. You probably could have come here earlier and done this, but I just didn't. Alright. Yeah, I can't get anything for 3. Probably can't get anything for 4 either, but may as well at least look around, see what I can do. Nothing I'm interested in, no. Hell, Eric is a thief. His whole thing should be stealing, but the steal ability costs 8 points, and you don't even start with it. That's obnoxious. I've never cared for that. Oh, and these guys. Wizened wizards. Wait, why? Oh, I meant to have her focus on healing. Must have clicked the wrong thing. Look at it. Okay. Yeah, these guys heal up basically any damage that you do to them because they have, like, barely any health.
Goodness.
A regular attack from my greatsword downs them instantly. Like, that wasn't a special attack or anything, it was literally a regular attack. Removing their ability to cast spells, that's great.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Oh shit, I completely forgot to read Smalley's DM. I was preoccupied. Plus, at least I actually watched that video she told me to watch. So, whatever.
Fabulous!
Easy peasy.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Alright.
I just keep getting better.
I got, yeah, like, you gained so few skill points early on in this game. It is insane. Whoa.
Wakey, wakey!
Yeah, it's just like sucks to suck. Oh, hey, Serena got mid-heal. I did not notice that. Why are you wasting your time with that, Serena? Use Squelch, please. Sylvando needs it.
Good guys.
There we go. All right. Okay. So let's see, what... Wow, that's a lot. And nobody shows up. Oh, part of me can't help but feel bad when that happens, honestly. Oh yeah, Sylvando has his own healing ability. It's not great or anything, but it's something.
I'm coming, darling.
He basically casts his healing ability is regen, is what it is.
Monica wins again.
You know, it's not as powerful as like a regular healing ability, but it's something. Resurrection. Bum, bum. Okay. Alright. Oh, I forgot that you can... Yeah, I always forget about the freaking, crossbow.
I'll soon have that patched up.
I'm coming, darling.
I don't need to know that, Sylvando.
Okay, here we go.
Fine. Ring of Whack and or of Rack and Ruin. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, he shouldn't need a very strong heal. Just like regular mid-heal should be enough. One thing that's a little annoying about some of the multi-hit attacks in this game is, like, many of them only hit certain groups of enemies. So, like, you'll be fighting, like, you could be fighting, like, say, 6 enemies. But they'll be in groups of 3 and 3, or 4 and 2, or whatever. So some spells will only let you hit the group of 2 or the group of 4, but not, like, any combination or even just all of them. Spells like Bang do let you just hit every enemy on the field, but spells like that are few and far between. Pixie Pole. That's actually pretty good, isn't it? For what's her face? Yeah. Better magical mending, which is magic defense. Better attack. And also, just having it equipped makes it so Serena gains, like, gradually restores MP during battle. Doesn't have to do anything important, doesn't have to do anything special, just having it equipped at all makes it so she regains MP over time in battle. Which, over time, means at the start of every turn, basically. So, like, every time her turn comes up, she gains a little bit of MP. Just naturally, which is really, really good. Like, if you're gonna have a dedicated healer character, you absolutely want an ability like that for her. Or for them. Okay, so this is the, boss, quote-unquote. What's this way? A seed of magic. I mean, I guess for the bestiary, I probably want to fight these guys, don't I? Morphian mushrooms. Wait, have I fought them before? I feel like I have.
Wonderful.
Okay, I have about a half hour left of the stream before I wrap up. Well, actually, probably about 20 minutes before I start wrapping up, but yeah.
Did I do all right?
6 skill points. I still don't think that's enough for anything that I actually want, but... yeah, no, even this is 8, so... Yeah, you gain... I don't remember gaining this few at the start of the game. Like, I just don't. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was always like this, but I just don't remember that. Oh, hey, Green Eye. I have a couple of those. Okay. And that's a and that activates a shortcut back up here. Okay, so what I want to do is go back over here. Is there a way back to, like, the campfire? Because I'm pretty sure the... Yeah, there is. Okay. I was overthinking that. Are you still there, Ari? Oh, hey, another mini-medal. Alright. Forge items. Oh yeah, because I probably have more stuff, don't I? Yeah, I have a recipe for a silver rapier. And I don't have the stuff to actually make it, so... Fuck it, I guess. I can make this stuff, though. I've got enough for one of these things. Okay, so let's see here. Damn it. See, this is what I don't like about this. It's like random sometimes how much it'll actually do this. Thankfully, like 3 of them were in the yellow, so I should be good, but... Yeah, one of those was like way past where it should be, and I still ended up with a +2, so I'm good, so I'm okay, but... Yeah, so I can make an Iron Cuirass for maybe I'll give it to Sylvando, because he's the one who's actively in the party right now, but... Yeah, I don't have enough for an Iron Helmet or anything else. So yeah, I'll make one of these. But I swear I had a mod that made it so you just do all of these perfectly. Like, every time. But that mod's just not working anymore, and I don't know why. I'll have to see if it's actually installed, because I don't remember uninstalling it, but... I also just didn't have the game installed for a while, so... There we go. Let's appraise this. Looks like it'll turn out pretty well, so that usually means, like, +1. If it says it'll, like, turn out alright, that means just a basic one. If it says it'll turn out pretty well, it means +1. If it says it'll turn out really well, that's +2. And if it says it'll turn out perfectly or, like, amazingly or whatever it says, that means +3. Ari just texted me something. Oh my god. Okay. Also, Perfectionist Pearls are to let you retry recipes you already made. You can't just use them as, like... You can't just use them to, like... As, like, in place of other materials. Man, imagine if you could. But yeah, it's like, let's say you use, you make something and you, like, screw it up. You can use a Perfectionist Pearl to try it again, basically. Alright. Yeah, so I have... Honestly, I might have enough time for, like, this last boss, and then I'll probably start wrapping up a slight bit early, just because I don't think I'm gonna have enough time for the next major section, while also wrapping up stream in time.
Our work isn't done yet.
You know, and I don't need this game to hold me hostage like Harvestella likes to. Okay,
Accelerator!
Okay. I also love these guys' names, Corolossus. Also, they're not very hard. These guys are literally regular enemies. I'm not kidding. Ow. That sucked. Okay. Also, for some reason, even multi-targeting attacks only hit one of them for some reason. So, be mindful of that if you ever play this game for yourself. Whoa! God. Those always sneak up on me. Those always look and sound so powerful, man. Alright. Actually, mid-heal will do him a lot better. There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Veronica wins again.
Okay, now she's got 12 skill points. That has to be enough for something. Devil's Delight. Alma Mater. What does this do again? Enables a party member to avoid instant death attacks when their HP is at half or higher. That's actually pretty good. That is actually pretty good. I mean, instant death attacks aren't super common in this game, but they really sneak up on you sometimes. So, yeah, that's not bad at all. Okay. I'm going to go with Hymn of Ice. Because, for one thing, it's kind of required to get some of this other arguably better stuff. Because Hymn of Ice isn't going to be really necessary for a while. It'll be useful once we do get it, but like... Or it'll be useful once we do need it, but like... It's still going to be a bit before we actually get to make any real use out of that. But okay. So this is the,
Just look at this beautiful water.
What was this thing called again?
Clear. This will be perfect for making birdsong nectar.
Birdsong, 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 nectar, 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 nectar. Yeah, this is the, this is like the fountain water they were talking about.
Now, let's head back to Gondolia and see if we can cure dear little Placido.
It's still so bizarre to me that, like, Duke Rotund named his sons Placid and Benign. For some reason. Well, I think Benign was his son, wasn't he? I don't remember. I think he introduced himself as the Doge's son. He at the very least introduced Placido as the Doge's son. What's this over here? Oh yeah, I already got that, but... Oh wait, glass frit. Can't I make, No, I can't actually. Because I just remembered. Helmet. Yeah, I needed 2 of these. And I used the one I had left on something else. Which I never even equipped, by the way. I'm just now realizing. Iron armor +2. Less charm. But the hero doesn't have any charm attacks. So that's a completely worthless stat to him. And a really big increase to defense. It's +23 defense. Oh, excuse me. And then Sylvando can put on this for +19 defense. Or I could put him in the Templar's uniform for +6 defense, but +10 charm. And Sylvando, I don't think he has any yet, but he does get charm attacks. So it really is just kind of like, what do you prioritize more, really? For now, I'm going to prioritize defense. Because there's no good reason not to.
Okay, here we go.
Our work isn't done yet.
All right.
Not at all.
All right. What's this? Small scale. Right, okay. Yo, I am... Gosh. I swear, I think that, like... I think sitting in this chair counts as, like, some kind of core workout, because my... Like, the middle area of, like, my torso is always, like, burning by the end of these streaming sessions. Like, it is ridiculous. This chair is... garbage. I'm only glad I didn't spend any money on it. Okay. I'll head to the church if the game even lets me. It doesn't just lock me in a cutscene. And then I'll cutscene? Cutscene. Alright.
Gosh, look! The contest really got going while we were away.
Alright.
Oh, this is just too exciting. I can't wait to see the first contestant take the stage.
His eyes are gray, I'm only just now
Listen,
noticing.
boys, I want front row seats for this, so let's get organized. You two go and muscle your way to the front of the crowd and save us a space. Meanwhile, me and the girls will go put a song back into little Placido's throat. Whew, I can't wait to see his happy little face. Ciao for now.
Okay.
So we get lumbered with the grunt work again, huh? Whatever. Let's just head over to the contest and see what's what.
You go do whatever you want. I'm gonna go to the church and save the game and wrap up stream. Ba, 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 da, da. Okay. Let's wrap this up. Confession. Alright, but... Whew, that was a hell of a time. I had a lot more fun with this session than I did with the previous couple. And I'm hoping... It's now that we're getting to the real meat of the game, I feel like. You know, the first couple streams were very, very heavily, like they were very heavy on the setup, very heavy on the story. Which, yeah, it's a story-driven game. Of course, it's going to be very heavy on the story, but it was to a borderline ridiculous degree, if I'm being completely honest. But, you know, it's whatever. Like, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad if my streams were longer, but to be perfectly honest, I can barely handle streaming what I do as it is, because... Like, this is much more, like, between, you know, the physical, like, setup that I have here and just, like, mentally, this is more draining than you think for me right now. I'm getting better at it, but it's a process, definitely. But, anyway, thanks to everybody who tuned into this stream. I really appreciate it, even if you just worked. To anybody who watched the VOD later, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It helps tremendously. And I hope you all have a wonderful night, and take care.